I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. Well, maybe Warren Buffett, the second richest man on the planet, doesn't care how much he pays in taxes. But for the rest of us, what our investments earn after taxes is much more important than what they earn before taxes. Federal and state income taxes, capital gains taxes, alternative minimum taxes all can reduce your investment earnings by up to 50%. It doesn't take much to substantially reduce your nest egg. If you earned an average of 8% and were taxed at 28%, your after-tax rate of return is about 5.75%. Now, a $50,000 investment earning 5.75% grows to about $87,000 in 10 years. But if that same $50,000 didn't have any taxes levied on it, it grows to $107,000. The higher the tax bracket you're in, the more important it is for you to seek out ways to lower your tax bill. One of the best tax maneuvers is to invest your money where it will grow tax-free, meaning you will never pay any taxes on the income or the accumulation. One way to do this is via a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k plan. All the earnings compound tax-free and are not subject to tax penalties when you take them out of the Roth after 59.5. The downside is that your contribution is not deductible from current earnings. Another tax-free investment is interest from municipal bonds called muni bonds. The higher income bracket a person's in, the more an investment in muni bonds makes sense. For example, someone in the 33% tax bracket who receives a 5% rate on a municipal bond is equivalent to earning 7.5% in a taxable bond. But for someone in the 15% bracket, it's only equivalent to a taxable rate of 5.75%. So don't make the mistake of investing in muni bonds only because they have tax-free income. Be sure the investment makes sense for you. After tax-free investing comes tax-deferred investing like IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, pension plans, and annuities. Contributions to these plans are pre-tax, while the contributions to annuities are after-tax. The earnings aren't taxed until they're taken out, usually after retirement when you hope that you're in a lower tax bracket. It doesn't always work out that way, and most of my clients end up retiring in the same bracket that they were in when they were gainfully employed. Now, if you anticipate your overall tax rate, and that's the average percent of income taxes that you pay for the year, if you anticipate those in retirement to be over 15%, you're going to want to reevaluate whether investments that earn most of their returns from long-term capital gains might be better held outside of your IRAs or your tax-deferred account. That's because withdrawals from a tax-deferred account generally are taxed at your ordinary income rate, which easily could be higher than your capital gains rate, which is 15%. Look for advice from investment advisors who manage investments in ways that can help you reduce the taxable distributions. Investment managers can employ a combination of tactics such as investing in stocks that don't pay dividends, counterbalancing the sales of stocks with gains against those with losses, tax harvesting, and minimizing portfolio turnover. There's actually mutual funds that are called TA or tax advantage funds that will do this also. As important as minimizing tax is, though, be careful not to let the tax tail wag the dog. A poor investment doesn't become a good one just because it's tax-free. Finally, you need to keep really good records of purchases, sales, and distributions so that you can accurately calculate the tax basis of your investments. Not keeping good records can mean you're going to pay more tax than you should when it comes time to sell. While you can't control the direction of the economy and markets, you can have a lot of control over where you invest your retirement funds, the taxes that you're going to pay, and the associated costs. The tax consequences of investment choices, well, they matter to the rich. they matter even more to small investors. Thanks for listening.